right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Bubblegum Reviews. Yes, I know I need a haircut. Thank you very much. I know. Next to me, we have Miracle on 34th Street. This is probably a fourth time watch for me. In this, we have quite a bit. I'm going to try to see if I can, how many of these I can remember. So we have J.T. Walsh, James Remar, Dylan McDermott, Elizabeth Perkins, Richard Attenborough. I think I forgot something Wilson. The girl here, her name is something Wilson, and I think I forgot one other person. But oh, Robert Prosky or Porsky or something like that. But anyways, yes. Little quick summary into this is so little girl here and her mom. Her mom is the head of the set up for Christmas, and they are very do not believe in Christmas. And at a young age, she doesn't believe in it. And one day, they just happen to run across a person they believe would make the perfect Santa Claus, and he ends up taking the job, only to realize that he might just be the real Santa Claus. So, man, this movie, the cast in this, like I read off, I knew everybody I said. The cast was really good, honestly. Dylan McDermott was my favorite. He was the most set up to be the favorite because he's a very likable guy in it. Like throughout the whole thing, he's just almost too nice in it. But I really enjoyed his part in this. I did. Like, he did a really good job. Honestly, the little girl did a good job. Richard Attenborough was perfect to play Santa Claus because he had it like he had the Santa Claus thing down. It was really good. The whole setup on how they like the propaganda of how Santa Claus ended up after he punched the person, and they totally tried to say, like the media totally tried to slander him and throw him under the bus and everything like that. It was so funny to see that in the movie. I was like, man, that is just like the real news. They really on pointed that one. And the other thing was the part when he ended up punching the Santa Claus was almost the same setup as on Mr. Deeds when they tried to do like the fake thing to set somebody up. And I think they were trying to set up Deeds or whatever, and they did that. It was the same setup. I really enjoy this movie for a lot of reasons, but one of them mainly is because I'm a very big Christmas person. So it's hard for me to be like, oh, I don't like this Christmas movie. No, I don't like this at all. This one, I enjoyed it. I've seen the original. I actually reviewed the original last year, so I figured this would be a good year to review the next one. And the other thing is this is semi-Christmas, semi-Thanksgiving. That's the other thing I like about this. This movie, they literally sit down for Thanksgiving dinner, and then ergo, they're sitting there decorating for Christmas and Santa Claus and all that. And it also has a courtroom scene. So this is a really like honestly, I like the two different holiday changes, and then there's a courtroom scene in it. So it's like, man, there's a lot going on that part. The feel for it is really good. The other thing I really do like was Cole's, the Christmas place. That's one thing I've always been like, man, I wish there was a place like that, like where that was around in my area. Because I just went to the mall and they had like a tree up and a little bit of lights, but it was nothing like Cole's, or like the one on Elf where he works at. I can't Grumbles or something like that. Gimbals. That's what it was. Gimbals. Go back to Gimbals. Yeah. We don't have anything like that here. That is so cool. I would freaking go hog wild because honestly, I'm like Elf when it comes to Christmas. I'm literally like, yes. So, anyways, yes. Movie itself was really good. I really enjoyed it. It is not up to par with the original, but that doesn't take anything away from it except for just the original, man. It definitely, you know what they say, most of the time the first one's better than the second. I mean, there's only a few times where number two beats out number one, and I know one of those, in my opinion, would be Bad Boys 2 is better than Bad Boys 1. But anyways, yes, the movie's good, the casting's good, the shooting, like, selection of where they shot is really good. I love the courtroom scene. Honestly, that was really good. Uh, movie overall was actually really enjoyable. And this is actually, dang it, I forgot to mention it again. This is for my Thanksgiving 2024. So, yes. Director, we have Les Mayfield. And this is the other part that I like, is the director. He kind of did this, and all the other stuff done isn't really like in the same ballpark in this as this, and he did a pretty good job. He did Encino Man, he did Blue Streak, he did The Man, and he did Flubber. I've seen all four of those. Honestly, I like all four of those. Blue Streak's funny, Encino Man's funny, The Man is funny, Flubber is funny. Rest in peace, Robin Williams. Yes. IMDb gave this a 6.6 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 60%. Video Hound gave it a 2.5 out of 4. Bubblegum Reviews here gave it a 7 out of 10. And just if you're curious, I gave the original, the one I did last year, I gave that a 9 out of 10. Yes. Video Hound box office 46.2 on a budget of 2.8, so it made 43.4 million. Not bad money back in 1994 on a Christmas. I'm guessing this probably got released on Christmas Day. Anyways, yes, if you have not watched this, I recommend watching the original. If it's hard to find, or if you're just not into old school movies, okay, watch this. But I guarantee after you watch this, you might be like, it was okay. And then I'm going to be like, well, you should watch the original, and you probably would have been enjoying that one better anyways. But no, anyways. My interesting fact in this is, so the store Kohl's is actually Macy's. Well, that's crazy, because we have a Macy's over here, and they don't do nothing like that. So, how disappointing. They wouldn't let their name be released as Macy's, so they had to make Kohl's. But they wouldn't let their name be released because they didn't think this movie was going to do well, and they allowed to be Macy's in the original one. Was that a good option, or was that a good thing for them to do? In my opinion, probably not. But at the same time, it's like, I'm kind of with you on it's an original. Don't do a remake. I mean, what? 1994, so like 35, 40 years later, I get it. But yeah, I mean, I actually like the name Kohl's better than Macy's anyway, so in a way, you kind of did us a favor. But yes, that is it for this one. Up next, I'm not sure what I'm going to be watching, but I'll kind of update you pretty much. It'll just be, yeah, my next review. Yeah, but that's it for today. You guys have a good night, and I will see you guys next time. Like and subscribe. Check out my letterbox. Check out my eBay. Stay tuned for that website. We're going to be moving over pretty much most of everything onto a new website to be doing. So stay tuned for that. You guys have a good night. See you guys next time. Bubblegum out.